Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming 4. You are joining us just in time for a race between SassageLink and Antlerz. This is week 5 of the Swiss rounds of the 2022 All Boards No Swords Z1 Randomizer tournament. We've got a matchup between two competitors who are 2-2 going into week 5. So the winner of this match will be 3-2 and will automatically make the bracket stages. The loser of the match will be 2-3 and stands a decent shot of making the bracket stages, but it will depend on a bunch of tiebreakers and math that I honestly don't understand. So we're just getting ready, the racers ready to go here. We have Spudasaurus on tracking for us for this match. And I'm excited to welcome in CD Improv here in the booth to commentate the race with me. How you doing, CD?
I am good, thanks, but it looks like we are off and running. We are starting at a second quest recorder spot, which will give us really easy access into the Deadwoods.
Not one of my favorite places to start, but you're in the Deadwoods at least, so that's something.
Well, I mean, it gives us easy access to a couple of the spots in the Deadwoods, and then we can go straight up to the grave. So as long as there's nothing on your nothing evil on your transition screen, that does make it a little bit easier to get through. Looks like we got blue Lionels on the overworld, though.
Speaking of evil things in your path, trying to get into Vanilla 3 with blue Lionel shooting at you on 3 hearts. Not my idea of a good time.
But, yeah, oh no, bunnies too. We got bunnies on the overworld. So bunnies and blue Lionels, I think that is going to end up putting whiz robes and dark nuts in our dungeons today.
Well, this has already gotten spicy, so that's interesting. Nothing here at the grave at this grave check. Sassage is making his way first up to Vanilla 6, and he'll make his way to the Death Mountain Armos.
Yeah, Antlerz checked the 1 or 2 open caves in the Deadwoods, and then he's now, they're both on the same path. I have to imagine that they're going to go ahead and check the Armoses, maybe screen scroll down into Death Armos to see if the item is there before heading to the other side of the map. Because, I mean, the game's going to give you a free item, and it's not always a heart. I mean, sometimes it's useful.
Runners are certainly hoping for that.
We've got any roads underneath the Armos and level 2 for SassageLink. Now, level 2 is one of the Triforces we do know that they started with. We're waiting for them to flash their inventories for us so we can see the rest of them. Oh, and there's those dark nuts we were waiting for.
Not much they can do there. Where's Sassage headed? Now, would you recommend checking the Spectacle Rock adjacent? Well, never mind. There's any roads, but I suppose you could check that one open cave up next to Spectacle Rock. But the runners prioritizing the Armos checks makes a lot of sense here for exactly the reason you were talking about.
Well, and it's really nice. This any road that takes us to the opposite side of the map is going to give us access to the 3 Armos statues that are over here, and a couple of the open caves. Though it's kind of gross that 2 of our any roads are right next to each other. Looks like Antlerz is going to go ahead, take advantage of this, while Sassage is working his way north.
Yep, and it looks like he's got the raft.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. Sadly, that's an overworld death. Sassage is going to work his way down towards the coast to go see what are in these couple of open caves, and then check what's on the coast.
Interesting. Oh, he's setting up a screen scroll, it looks like, to take a peek at that and then probably up an A. Meanwhile, Antlerz is going to take the traditional route to get to the coast.
Yeah, sadly that overworld death for SassageLink is going to set him back just a low game. 68 rupee large secret and a heart on the coast. Thanks, game.
68 is not nice.
I mean, it's better than 51, but still it's a little bit sad. Now, Antlerz is going to do one of my favorite screen scrolls here. It looks like he's going to screen scroll right onto that Armos screen, which is full of Lionels. He's got to do some fast footwork to get around him.
Yeah, I am not good at screen scrolls at all, so I'm impressed that anyone can do a screen scroll, but especially that one, just given the terrain and given what you have to fight against, is really impressive.
Yeah, that one is, it's somewhat tricky. It's kind of similar to Death Armos, where you're just going, okay, please don't be a screen full of blue whiz robes that are flying directly at me. SassageLink is going to check that one open cave in the Lost Woods and then head over towards Vanilla Start, finds level 4 along the way.
Hey, that's an interesting... Oh, no, you can pirouette from there. I was going to say that the placement of where you go into level 4 as Antlers takes a death at that Armo screen makes me wonder if it's segmented?
Whoa, game.
Oh, hi.
Game. Reroll. Too easy. I'm sorry. That was remarkably free.
It's almost like the game knows that we've got 4 more matches scheduled for tonight.
I know, but we have at least 2 hours. I mean, it could let us get a little spicier. As Antlers is going to find level 4, you have to imagine he's going to have his wand in just a moment or two, because he's also going to he's going to go ahead and pirouette this door.
Absolutely. 25 for the mid secret is okay, but combine that with the cruddy large secret, and money might be a little tight.
I mean, we have the wand, though, so at the very least, we don't have to worry about our only source of damage being arrows. At this point, the runners are just kind of looking for a candle so that they can start more exploration. As Antlers picks up his wand out of level 4, goes, hey, I have the Triforce from here. I don't need anything else. I'm leaving.
2, 3, and 4 are the starting Triforces. Now that's interesting in that it's going to force the runners to dig the larger dungeons.
Well, I mean, we're probably going to go back the next time we get anywhere near level 2. I have to imagine that they're going to go in there. We didn't see a floor item. It's a small level. The enemy set wasn't terrible now that we have a weapon. We can take out some of those dark nuts, and we're going to get our first raft check here from Sassage.
Curious if this is anything. Cheap meat, we might have a meat block, probably not, but
hey,
when we
there's
have one,
always,
it's fun.
Yeah, there's always a chance. I mean, it could happen. Antlers is going to go ahead and set up the left to right screen scroll so that he can also check the raft spot, I imagine. Since the Woodsword Blocks flag is on, that does mean that the Armos item can be blocking our Woodsword Cave, which tonight and for the rest of the tournament is going to have a blue candle in it. I mean, we're not even 7 minutes in, and both of our runners have a reasonable form of offense.
Yeah, if I'm the runners, I'm pretty happy at this point. Yeah, it's a question of, do you go right back to 2, or do you prioritize overworld exploration? Maybe try to find a smaller level, like a level 1 that's got 2 items instead of 1.
Well, I mean, we do have the Triforce out of 2, so it can kind of wait a little while if you end up running into 1, but I would definitely want to dig that before we go to 8, 6, 7, even 5.
Yeah. Did I just see 3 for the small secret?
I'm not entirely sure. I was seeing SassageLink find the potion letter and then walk away from it.
Yeah, I always grab the potion letter, but...
Well, I mean, he does use a tracker, so there's a chance he's gone ahead and put it on his, put the location on the tracker. Maybe Antlers is trying to get a bomb drop off of these Lionels. Sadly, it's a little dicey. As Sassage goes ahead and gets one off of these Gurias. Alright, now we are still looking for a blue candle, or even if we stumble across that red candle and we haven't found one yet. There's a chance, of course, that one of the levels is going to roll underneath a burn bush, so it's always useful to have.
Absolutely, and that'd be true even if they didn't already have a form of repeatable offense in the wand. Here's a level 6.
Now, we have a wand. It looks like Antlers is going to go ahead, up a save. I didn't see if he did he's doing the full reset to try to go ahead and I think get bombs. Hopefully. Either that or he's having a little... Oh, okay. Apparently he had some of his settings a little bit different. So good on him for going ahead and fixing that and realizing it. All right, Sassage is heading up the coast to go. Oh no!
Right in the back.
What a jerk! All right, I thought Sassage was. I thought Antlerz, I'm sorry, was trying to do the up A reset. Which on console, if you reset it, that resets your counts back to 0, which gives you the bomb chance. But hey, good on him for fixing stuff. He is gonna go ahead, find the potions letter, and leave it behind in the cave as well. Okay. As it looks like Sassage is clearing out the rest of the grave, finds level 8. I have to imagine he's going back to 2. Before you dig this level 8, maybe you're gonna go to 2? No?
You may at least want to take a little peek, see what the enemy set is, maybe? That's a good enemy set.
Yeah, empty room and a free key. And another key. Alright, keys are good. We like the game giving us presents. And
yeah, this room. I feel like the keys were like leaving a little trail of jelly beans to one of those box traps that you pull the stick out from.
Well, see, but here's the nice thing. Entering from the right side with a ranged weapon that actually does damage to the landmos, we can take advantage of the safety door strats, which is what Sassage did. There is a certain pixel that you can stand in that right side door, and the enemy can't actually hit you, unless it's a Wizrobe or a bunny or something that can actually come into the door. It's very, very nice, especially for things like landmos when you only have 3 hearts.
Absolutely, and the keys earlier definitely nice. That manhandla in a room with a moat in it, not so nice. Oh,
well,
speaking of which,
looks like we're gonna get another one, and the fact that he hit them with the wand and the little clappy bit did not go down makes me wonder if they have a little bit more HP.
yeah, rolled up manhandlas are just ones when you discover them and you're just like, oh, really? Come on.
Looks like, oh hey, we got a map for level 6. Antlerz has gone back to 6, that being the first of the dungeons he's found that he knows he needs the Triforce for. And I'm gonna say it kind of looks a little bit like maybe Sideshow Bob. I think that was the one with like the really funky hair.
Yeah. It's not a snake. It's almost, I want to say it's like a genie, maybe?
Okay, we could definitely do a genie.
It could be a genie, I don't know. But it's off the screen now. Meanwhile, Sassage continues to dig 8. Hey, look what we found.
We need that. Good job. We found our wood sword cave, which tonight is going to have a blue candle for Antlerz.
So we started one screen away from far southwest, and the blue candle was one screen from far northeast.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's an 8.
Well, that is definitely interesting. Antlerz takes advantage of the fact that he had a lot of early money and picks up some arrows.
I am generally in favor of picking up the arrows when you have the money and have the chance. Just, it's always irritating if you discover a bow in a dungeon and then you need it in that dungeon and you can't do anything with it because you didn't get the arrow it needed.
Yeah, it's always kind of sad. SassageLink finds the Triforce in level 8. Now, the enemy set is nice. It's friendly. Granted, this is a really big and kind of spread out level 8, so he is going to go back in and take a quick look around to see if he can find some items. And this is, I like to jokingly call this one, this is a D's tracksuit level 8, because you've got like the gray tracksuit with like the purple piping all over it.
Oh, okay. I've been struggling here for 2 minutes trying to figure out, what is that 8?
Well, I mean, the shape, I have no idea. Just the color.
Oh, here's a staircase. What do we have? It's the transport, and there will be only one transport in this level 8. It's not segmented.
Yeah, we didn't end up with, a completely broken level 8. Let's see if we can bomb down. Thankfully we can. Antlerz is going to go ahead and find his first take any, picks up a heart. And speaking of things we can shoot with arrows, if we had a bow.
Hey, look what we have.
Good job, Antlers. And that one heart that he picked up just around the corner is enough to go ahead and pick up that red candle. Now, again, we have the wand, so this is just, it's nice, but it's
This early in the game, I feel like you'll take any offense you can get, even with the wand that you have already.
Yeah, I mean, there are certain situations where being able to throw more than one candle flame is kind of nice. Alright, so I imagine SassageLink is probably going to up an A after he picks up this key. Or are you going to go pay the mugger? Ooh.
No zombie link? Could you go zombie link strats and pay the heart?
He can, yeah. It's going to take him down to a single hit. It's going to take him into Oko mode, but yay, zombie link.
Another large secret for Antlers in the forest. Oh, don't get hit here.
Yeah, another thing we can't kill at the moment. Yeah, see, I'd be looking at this room going, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna try to get to the opposite. Oh
no, there it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you know is, you know what's gonna happen. And question from chat, if you go zombie and then get a heart, are you okay again? Yes. But the nice thing is it's a free way to pay the mugger without actually losing any resources. So it's always nice when you can find the mugger room before you've actually picked up any more hearts.
It's fun for us to commentate.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like saying zombie link?
Zombie link strats are words I never thought I would say in my life, but it's fun to say. It really is.
Yeah, it's nice and cheerful. It looks like SassageLink with his 3 keys is going to take this transport staircase again. Head back down to the south area of level 8 and see if he can't... So there's a couple of Gomas that are blocking doors that head to the left.
Yeah, that's a whole quadrant of the map that he hasn't really seen yet. And if he can find a way to get over there with a bomb, a well-placed bomb, there's about 9 or 10 rooms he can take a peek at. Or spend the key here. That would be good too.
Yeah, he might be thinking about that, because I want to say, yeah, this is the other, yeah, we can't get past that, sadly. So we do have the option of taking the key door. And to answer your question in chat, can you go less than 0 hearts? So the reason paying the mugger with hearts works is because the game is set to start you with 3 hearts, 3 heart containers. You can never go lower than that. So when you pay the mugger, all it does is take away all of your health. But the next time you up an A or find more health, you're going to go back to normal blink mode. Because the game cannot take you below the starting health of whatever you set the randomizer to.
Yeah, there's no super zombie link status in the game.
Well, I mean, that would be Oko. And that is just something I don't have patience for.
Same here. Meanwhile, we didn't mention this earlier when we were talking about zombies, but Antlers bought a key and went back into 6. That key was fairly expensive at over 100 rupees, so I think he's got something in mind to be able to make progress in 6, or at least grab the Triforce like he's done here.
Okay, that part's really good. SassageLink has used the key door in between those 2 Goma-blocked rooms to get into this section of 8 that we weren't able to reach before. And Antlers is going to go back in looking for that item. Now, I'm curious where the... Oh, actually, no, it looks like he's going to leave. Now, he did use his key to get to the Triforce, and we found the first item in 8 is the bow.
That is mission critical. And Sassage might wish he had arrows right about now.
Well, it's kind of funny that the bow is actually behind 2 rooms that are blocked by Gomas. It's always ironic when the game does something like that. So the reason that the bow being an 8 is actually really, really good for SassageLink. I'm too many names today. So the reason it's really good for SassageLink is it kind of justifies the amount of time he has spent here in 8, because he has been in this level 8 for a really long time, especially since he's already gotten the Triforce.
Yeah, if you're going to invest that much time, even though the level has 2 items, you want to feel like you got something for your effort. And yeah, the bow is definitely something. Am I seeing that right? That the Triforce is all the way up in the northwest in level 8?
Yeah, he already picked it up, but it was
Oh,
in
that's right, he
that
already got it.
first. It was in that first room right under the L, in the first L column.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Sassage has to use another key to go north. He's going to get both of these keys back because if he goes to the south here, he's going to be able to pick up the key out of that right side moat room. And then just, take out the landmows and continue on. Antlerz is going to find level 3. And yeah, to answer a question in chat, welcome Gar. You're kind of new to this. Can someone tell me who's in the lead? So, it is still really early in the game, but SassageLink has 2 of the required items to finish the game, and he has a Triforce out of a level that they need it from. So I would almost say he's just very slightly in the lead. Antlerz is going to find 8, or go into 8 here in a little while, so, anything can really happen at this point.
Yeah, and that's part of the fun of Randomizer is that things can kind of change on a dime depending on who finds what in what order. So it involves a lot of both skill and good routing. It makes for fun races like this one.
Especially when the randomizer goes, I'm going to throw you a curveball and puts all the shiny things in level 9.
There's still a chance. We could have that tonight.
I mean, silver's in 9.
Silver's in 9. I'd love to see it. Good news for the runners, the Vires looks like they go down to 1 wand shot, not just 1 bomb shot. So that'll be good in dungeons for if you need to farm bombs. We have a stair in 8. What do we have?
Okay.
Oh, well okay.
All right, so this is not a required item. This isn't even something that, a lot of runners would go digging for. But finding this red ring with 3 hearts is gonna let Sassage take a lot more hits in rooms like this level 3 with all those landmo rooms that you just kind of walk into them. It's going to give him a better chance of clearing them.
Yeah, and on the margins, it might influence the decision whether you want to dip a dungeon new dungeon that you find, or come back when you're better armed. But if your defense goes from 3 hearts to 12 hearts, you have more tanking ability, which is a nice thing to have this early in the game.
It really is, and Sassage only has 3 hearts. He still hasn't found a candle yet. So if anything is actually under a burned bush, then he's going to need to either find... Wow, that's a special 3. There's a candle shop. All right. He is not going to buy the candle, though.
I'm wondering if he may clear the rest of West Death Mountain and then come back and get it if he doesn't find either the blue candle or the red candle up there.
Well, we don't have any more open caves on this side of Death Mountain, so it looks like he's just going to go ahead and finish. Maybe he's saving that money for keys because he's down to 1 key, or maybe a bomb upgrade. I can understand this because you are guaranteed to find a candle in an open cave because that is your wood sword cave. This flat.
That's right. Yep, absolutely. Speaking of hearts, hey, Sassage has more than 3 now.
Yay! Well, no more Zombie Link.
Zombie Link had a good run.
He did. Now, Antlerz has pretty much cleared a lot of these rooms that he can clear here in level 3. Looks like we have 1 more to check down towards the bottom. As SassageLink finds level 7.
Level 7's in an inconvenient spot on the map, so despite the fact that it only has 1 item, digging it here, I'm in favor of that because it's hard to get it.
Yeah, you don't want to come back. You want to finish this off and just be done with it.
Power bracelet's in 3 in a level that's kind of shaped like a weird power bracelet.
Maybe? I was going to say it's like a really wonky reindeer, but,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And yeah, our tracker, Spuzor, pointing out in chat that so far we are only missing levels 1, 5, and 9. Now, 1 is one of those, we definitely want to find that, especially from the runner's perspective, because 1 will have a floor item, and it will have a staircase item. So it's similar to 8, where you have 2 chances of something you need being in that level. It's also rather small.
and 2 chances to find a banana as well, which is also the double banana in 1 is always hilarious.
Very true. It's almost as good as double nan or 9. Looks like we have a ladder block there in 7. Without the map, it's kind of interesting to try to see if we've got a way around it.
Yeah, if that is a true ladder block in 7, what that will mean is that the ladder, by logic, cannot be in level 9, which would be useful information for runners.
Yeah, but it has to be blocking the Triforce.
Correct.
For it to be a true ladder, for the ladder to end up rolling into 9. Now, this room doesn't have anything in first quest.
Not to jinx anything, have we seen Wizrogue yet?
No, we haven't. We do know that they're going to be in the dungeons because they're not on the overworld. So I'm wondering if they're going to be in 9.
9 and 1 would be great. There's our magical sword bomb upgrade in the forest. That'll require between 10 and 14 hearts to pick up.
Alright, Sassage is going to go ahead and clear this room. He can't sadly pick up that bomb drop because he doesn't have arrows or a boomerang to throw at it. And he's going to reset the room to be able to pick up the key, which is really nice because that is always going to drop in the middle unless it gets picked up. And then you just leave the room, come back in, and it'll be sitting there.
Nice. On the other side, Antlerz seems to be prioritizing at least partially checking the power bracelet spots using the item he just found in level 3.
Now, I think this room could have a floor drop, but it's not going to be a staircase, and we came from the direction of the closed door. Yeah, it looks like it's nothing. Oof, and that is in fact a 3 rupee small secret. Yay!
Poverty seed engaged. Level 5, meanwhile, found on Candle Row.
Hey, there we go. So now we are missing 1 and 9. Now, if I'm Sassage, I would really like a map here soon in level 7.
Yeah, he's done a lot of wandering around, and that would be good information. Here's a stair. What do we have here? It's the item. It is reading material.
It's all the maps. I mean, why have just one map when you can have every single map and now your wand shoots fire? Thankfully, we have a red ring, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is a dinosaur head facing to the right.
Okay, like a Stegosaurus? Is that the one with
yeah.
Yeah. See, my brain is thinking of the Transformers Stegosaurus. I think they had a Stegosaurus in the Transformers.
Sounds right to me.
And this level 7's being really generous with keys. Level 5, I'm gonna say, what do we got? How about like a gas pump?
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that, or like a watering can for a garden.
Oh, I like watering can. Hubert, yes.
Oh,
totally.
Yes,
Good call.
Hubert.
All right, SassageLink is continuing to clear rooms here in 7. He's looking for Triforce. He's looking for a compass would be great.
Yeah,
and that red ring is amazing in rooms like this.
Absolutely, dealing with blue dark nuts who are 5 kinds of annoying. And this, you're seeing the good news, bad news with respect to having the book. Good news, it gives you all the maps. Bad news, it causes your wand to shoot fire that you will often bump into. But if you have the red ring, you can withstand some of those hits.
Yes, I mean, it's always really nice being able to face tank all the things. It looks like there are a handful of rooms over towards the right that he didn't find a way into. And then we've got this ladder block again.
Meanwhile, Antlerz has found a stair, and he's found the white sword bomb upgrade.
See, this is really nice. It's going to increase your bomb capacity to 10, and thanks to Fred being amazing and fixing it, when you find this in a dungeon, it will automatically fully refill your bombs.
Yeah, that's a big help to the runners, especially generally, but especially in Swordless. There's a Triforce in 5. Hey!
Nice. All right, now, did we already see? We just saw the bomb upgrade. So Antlers is done in 5. And I'm wondering, did Antlers, he has not made it up to the grave yet, like to bomb. I know he made it up there and saw the Armos statue, which was any road, and then he saw level 2. But I don't think he had bombs when he was up there. Speaking of bombs, we have, wow, that's a really nice bomb upgrade.
Wow, I feel like this seed is setting us up for a monster troll in 1 and 9.
Well,
at least that's what I'm hoping.
Speaking of 9, we just found it. It's at vanilla level 1.
Still no Wizrope, so my hope of Wizzies in 1 and 9 is still alive. And hey, would you like more bombs?
Yes,
we just
please.
gave you 6.
Yes, please. Can we have all the bombs? That would be amazing.
This is the second seed in 2 days I've seen in this tournament where the bomb upgrade has been, both have been in the same dungeon. I believe one seed last night had bomb upgrades in back-to-back rooms, which was really funny.
To answer a question in chat, so Power Bracelet is blocking level 1. We still have some bomb spots we haven't seen yet. I want to say Spectacle Rock. Yeah, East Death Mountain, Spectacle Rock. We've now seen the Forgotten spot. So there are a couple of things that it could still be behind.
Yeah, and Antler's feed froze there for a second. He did not game it so that Link really wanted you to see that he took the potion instead of the heart.
I mean, he's advertising for Coke today, apparently. It's okay.
Hey, we all need sponsorship deals, right?
Maybe. As SassageLink goes ahead, finds a Triforce in level 7.
And time-wise, in terms of time sync in there, I feel like that Sassage has to be pretty happy about, he got the item, he got the Triforce, he didn't spend an hour and a half in there, so he's making good progress.
Yeah, he really is, but at this point, he's seen a lot of the overworld, so it's got to be in the back of your mind, like it is for chat, that maybe it's blocked by something. Because he still hasn't found, so Sassage hasn't seen 5. He hasn't seen 9, but it kind of maybe looks like he's wrapping up all of his checks here in the Deadwoods, including the bomb spot and the open cave in the bottom corner.
Yeah, has either runner been down to these 2 spots in the far southwest?
Antlers was. I think one of them was a potion shop, and the other one was either money or it was a door repair.
Oh, this screen Antlers on is such garbage when you're on green tunic.
Yeah, but he
did
got
a really good job.
He did a really nice job of getting them to go with, the bomb is just Antlers. That's the second quest spot. Oh, no, it's not. It's first quest spot. I thought he was on the screen next to it. I was just like, why are we bombing this?
He must have been off by just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, it's okay. It's my fault. I was looking at it and I'm just going, isn't that this screen is what I actually thought it was, but...
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Sassage is gonna work his way over towards Candle Row and all the open caves here near start.
Yeah, and he'll encounter those dungeons that Antlers has been in, so the knowledge here will start to flip-flop a little bit.
Well, actually, he doesn't have a candle yet. So,
that's right.
And he didn't buy the one that was up on Death Mountain. So it looks like, okay, I like this. This is going to send him over in the direction of the northeast section of the map, which will eventually get him his candle.
Yeah, the candle was 1 spot below that far northeast 100 secret in vanilla game. That's right. Okay.
And to answer a question in chat, so when you start with an item or a Triforce in the game logic doesn't take that into account. So when we say important items can be in 9, it can't be anything that is blocking a level or a Triforce on the overworld, because then you wouldn't be able to get into 9 to go get it. because it can't yet being the important part, it can't yet take that into account when placing the items. Antlerz is getting a little bit trolled by the manhandle. It does end up getting the kill on it here in 7.
Nice work by Antlerz. He's on green tunic, so added degree of difficulty. Sassage having that ring out, the red ring out of level 8, has been paying dividends for him in terms of speed to be able to get around.
Well, it's worth noting, Antlerz actually runs a category in vanilla that's called Second Quest Low Percent, as we find level 1 on SassageLink screen.
A segmented one. Now what is low percent?
So low percent means you are just picking up like the barest, most necessary items in the game, and especially doing this in Second Quest is rather impressive because of all those dungeons that you have to go through. So basically, it's like, what is the bare minimum you need to finish the game, and that's what they pick up. So his combat is, it's amazing. It's seriously really good.
Yeah, Second Quest is enough of a pain as it is, but to add that degree of difficulty is really impressive.
Alright, SassageLink finds a blue rupee in a room. He's going to go ahead and use a key here to get a little bit further into level 1. And Antlerz is going to find this ladder block to the north in level 7. Now, we do know there is kind of a way around this, but he'd almost be better served to come back later, especially as he is out of bombs.
Ooh, and I don't know that there were any bomb droppers nearby. That it might take him a little while to get to a shop or to find a place where he can farm.
Yeah, there is a bomb store nearby, but unfortunately it is behind a bomb wall. So,
hi, Blue Octorox. That'll work. Ow, nothing.
We got a rupee. It looks like he's gonna go ahead. He's up a save. There was an open bomb shop over here in the Deadwoods, possibly.
Yeah, that sounds right. Meanwhile, on Sassage's side, my dream is still alive. We have Wizzies in 1, which means
Yay!
we have Wizzies in 9, as he'll pick up his Triforce and probably jump right back in.
Yeah, he hasn't found silvers yet. Level 1 is relatively, even though it's kind of spread out and looks like 2 broken pasta noodles, there's a really good chance that you'll be able to find the items and be, in and out of here pretty quickly, especially with 13 bombs, even with it being a Wizrobe dungeon.
2 pasta noodles. That top one is, I can never keep the name straight. That Fusilli?
Fusilli is the one that they used in Seinfeld for Jerry's hair, I think.
Oh, okay. The corkscrew one is the one I'm thinking of. And then, the one on the bottom is broken pasta, clearly.
Well, I mean, it was just the first thing that popped into mind was you're looking in a pot and it's full of broken pasta bits.
It's too hot where I live for pasta, but most of the other parts of the year, yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Alright, now, SassageLink is going to go ahead, hold on to this key for that single room, and use a key to get into what is hopefully the rest of level 1.
Yeah, level 1 is notorious for eating a lot of keys, both in the vanilla game and especially in Randomizer, particularly with shapes.
Antlerz is, I'd have to imagine, he's already done level 6, maybe heading back towards the northeast to try to find this level 1. Sassage is somewhere up in the northeast section of this map, maybe over in...
Oh, hello!
Ooh.
Oh, those are silver pointy things on the
Yay!
floor.
We needed those. Okay. Alright, Sassage is now in go mode. He just needs to find level 5, which is sadly under a candle burn bush, and he doesn't have a candle. And level 6, which is a bomb spot next to where the, gambling casino corner in the northeast?
Yeah, that's what it is.
So Antlerz has bombs, and he is headed in the direction of level 8. As he came through the grave, he's going to go ahead and pick up these checks that he couldn't do before.
Yep, including this last power bracelet spot.
Now, I kind of like the fact that Sassage is hanging in here in level 1. There is another item in here, and it would be really nice if it's something like the ladder or the any key, as Antlers goes ahead and finds level 8.
Nice. And yep, it pretty much has to be in this room, and that's exactly where it is. Survey says that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really nice to find, especially with how many keys this level 1 has eaten.
Yeah, and given the relatively low money you're going to get from old men in caves, yeah, you take that 100 times out of 100.
Alright, now Antlers is here. He's finally found level 8. The enemy set is really, really friendly. So he's gonna be possibly moving through here pretty quickly, a lot faster maybe than SassageLink was before. Because he doesn't have the bow, but he does have the arrows, so as soon as he finds the bow, he'll be able to use it.
Absolutely. He'll be very happy with the output of this level 8 once he gets there, but he is going to need to take a little bit of time to find the right pathway to get both items.
And the map would definitely help here, as SassageLink is going to be entering Bubblegum Pink level 6.
That is an aggressive color theme. There's his red ring for Antlers. Nice.
All right, now this is gonna be helpful. Antlers doesn't really need it. I mean, he's an amazing runner, but it's a little less stress, you know? You don't have to worry about as much the placement in rooms that are full of wizrobes and darknets, which we know are coming.
Yeah, I mean, even the best runners, I would have to think, you know, you're still vulnerable to getting a boomerang in the back from a Gorilla or a sword in the back from a Lionel at the worst possible time. So you will definitely take any help you can get.
All right, and SassageLink at 41 minutes into the game is about to get his candle.
Hey, congratulations!
No, this was kind of a really big gamble for SassageLink. Thankfully, most of the levels were behind bomb spots or open caves, so he could get there, and it really didn't matter. He's already found silver, so he doesn't need to buy arrows, as Antlers is going to get his Triforce at a level 8.
I have to think he's digging that second item out, right?
I would seriously hope so. Though, again, level 8's a really big level. Level 2 is right around the corner, so maybe he's going to go dig 2 first. He also has to find 7, which is up here in Death Mountain. I mean, what
not
would
headed
really...
to 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking for 7. He only has a couple of... he has to go back to 7, because he was there before, and then he ran out of bombs.
That's right.
Getting that map in 7 will actually help him when he goes back to level 8, because that was the one that had, like, those 2 straight stretches, and then it's got the 2 rooms that are blocked by the gomas down in the bottom, and you have to use that key door in the middle to get over into the bottom corner. Now, if you don't have the map, you're not going to know that bottom corner is really even there.
It's really true. Yeah. And I don't remember what room that map was in.
Yeah, Sassage had worked his way all over that place. So, you know, it's good, but it's bad at the same time. As we have a little bit of a pause here on Sassage's side. Now, if you're rooting for Antlers, it's kind of working out that SassageLink has a lot of burned bushes that he has not been able to check. So he has a lot of checks that are still available. So Antlers is going to go ahead and go into level 2. Which again, it makes sense. You would much rather dig level 2 than giant levels 8 and 7.
Yeah, especially not knowing the size of 8. You think it's large, but you're hoping it's not massive. And if you can get, okay, there's a map of 2. It's segmented. That's something.
Yep, it looks like Sassage is going to find level 3. He's should be fine with these landmos with that red ring, even though he only has 5 hearts. Get a bomb refill. Now, we know that the item in here is the power bracelet, and as far as we've seen, it's not actually blocking anything. But if you're Sassage, I want to say he's probably either looking for the recorder or for the ladder. I would almost say the latter probably more than most things.
Yeah, I agree. The ladder would it would not only make dungeons a lot. It would reduce the possibility of you getting blocked in 9.
And to answer Spud's question in chat, no, 9 is level 1. It's vanilla level 1, so it's an open cave. He's going to wander around, wander into it, If he burns Candle Row and then heads up to get the burn bushes that he missed above level 1, then he's going to find it. And it's going to be seriously some of the best routing because he will have found 5 by then, we would imagine, and be able to get his Triforce and just go straight into 9 when he gets there.
Yeah, we're 45 minutes in, but the runners have made both runners have made a lot of progress.
And to answer another question in chat, how likely can 9 be ladder blocked? Well, here's the thing. You can have a ladderless seed right up until the minute that the door opens into Zelda's room and she's in a Chevy. So, they're rare for ladderless seeds, but there's always a chance. So, it's almost worth it.
When that does happen, it is just chef's kiss, just wow.
I mean,
Okay.
your heart drops right out of your stomach.
Yep. So
And Spudazor is pointing out that apparently the Triforce in 2 is actually ladder blocked, so the ladder can't actually be in 9.
Right,
Oh,
so
well, apparently it's not. Uh-oh.
yeah, no, I think Spud's thinking of a different level. There was a different level where we were potentially, if not entirely, blocked from the Triforce. I think it might have been 7, but I could be wrong.
Sassage is gonna find level 5 here. Now he has the any key, 14 bombs. He has all the weapons you could possibly need. He's hoping for a really fast level 5.
Yep. Speaking of which, on Antler's side, he got the survey results from level 2. It's the blue boomerang on the floor, so Antler's immediately pieced out and looks like he's headed right back to 8 for that second item.
Alright, I like that he's going back into 8. He's going to be rewarded with the bow. He has 4 keys, which he doesn't know yet, but is going to come in handy because the only way we found to get into that bottom left-hand corner where the bow is, you have to go in between 2 Goma-blocked rooms. And I could... Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, come to think of it, if you're going to hide a bow, hide it behind enemies that you can only kill with a bow. That's just good Ganon strat.
Yeah, it's totally the randomizer. And to answer yeah, I totally can see that 5 could be Gonzo. Alright guys, we are now have our first runner in level 9 with all the Triforces and all of the required items.
That's not a massive 9. Speaking of 9, CD, what are we looking for in level 9?
Well, in level 9, we are listening for a roar of Ganon, who is so loud that you can hear him from any room that is a high princess. Well, that's the other thing we're looking for, by the way. We're looking for a shutter door. When you clear the room, does not open. That's going to be Princess Zelda. So as soon as we find Ganon, who's so loud you can hear him in any room that is adjacent to the one he's in, we are going to have a really quick game for Sassage here, I think.
That old man, 5 rooms north under the first L, makes this, at least the beginning of this level 9, rather linear to get in. You kind of have to go to the right and then, again, head right from this room here. And
oh,
dude!
Oh, it's Wizrobes even. I mean, we have the wand so we can kill that pancake, but those Wizrobes are going to have to cooperate with us just a little bit. Antlers is going to go ahead, pay the mugger the heart. He has a bunch of hearts and a red ring, so I don't think this bugs him at all. He's going to get a free key for his troubles, and this will hopefully send him back in the direction of that key door. He actually walked through the turnstile staircase, or turnstile room that he has to go through to get to the bow. And we have a roar.
There's a roar.
Now this is the first of the Goma, one of the, actually that's like the third Goma block here in level 8. Alright, we have to get, I think, below this room. Or below this and to the left.
Here we go.
Alright, looks like, alright, go Sassage, go! Oh, okay. So, remember we were talking about that ladder? This is good for Sassage as long as he can kill Ganon in the middle of the room where he can actually pick up or clip into the Triforce of Power. This should do it. He's got a really good stun lock on him.
That's really good. Immediate up 3 rooms, and you're home free. Well, this is the definition of a jet seed, then.
Yeah, I mean, he's potentially about to finish sub 50.
All right, everybody, get your GGs in chat for SassageLink.
Finishing with a race time GG time of 49 minutes and 44 seconds. Now, we do have the immediate forfeit from Antlerz, who couldn't find level 1. And we're going to see if both of our runners are going to be joining us here today. So let's get some GGs in chat for Antlerz, because even though he didn't come out on top on that one, that was some really remarkably clean combat. It was a well-run race. He just missed that one spot that he needed.
It really was. He was on pace. He was on pace to finish this seed really quickly from here, especially given the layout of 9 as it was. So both runners did a really good job navigating this seed. Just Antlerz SassageLink made all the right moves to finish in under 50 minutes in a swordless seed, which is most impressive. So with that, SassageLink will go to 3-2 in the Swiss rounds. He is guaranteed a spot in the brackets, which will begin next week. Antlerz Wreckage 2 and 3. He stands a really good chance of making the brackets as well, but that's going to depend on a bunch of tiebreakers among the competitors who finished 2 and 3. As I understand it, the bracket reveal is scheduled for sometime tomorrow. So we'll know who's in, who's out, and what the matchups are for the remaining 32 competitors as soon as tomorrow.
Sorry, just chatting with the runners in the race room. Hopefully they're going to be able to join us here in a minute. But yeah, it's actually kind of in Antlerz' favor of his opponents that he's faced in this. I don't remember all of them, but I know that he actually went up against Captain Green 7, who, depending upon how everything else shakes out, may end up being like 2nd or 3rd in the entire tournament. So that would help out Antlerz' tie-breaking math stuff.
Absolutely. I swore I would not do math on this seed, so I'm not going to do math now to try to do the calculations, but yeah, I agree. I would be surprised if Antlerz isn't in the field as well.
And welcome and GG to SassageLink. Who, it looks like Discord is doing Discord things to his microphone.
To be fair, that did happen to both of us when we were getting set up to
I know. It was like Windows Update was like, nah, you don't get a mic. It's not happening today.
What is a microphone anyway? Yeah, no, you don't get to talk today. And I was like, oh, well, thanks.
It looks like he's going to pop back into setup here to try and fix his microphone. So to answer the question in chat, next on this channel at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Shaddy versus Malkier. Welcome back and GG to Sassage.
We promise he's here. He's here. We're just trying to get the audio to work.
Right, I'm going to go ahead and finish some of the upcoming races while we try to get this figured out. At 10 p.m. on SpeedGaming 5, we have Nim versus Truant Gamer. On SpeedGaming 3 at 11 p.m., we have Dr. J PhD versus Zarnex42. At 11 p.m. on SpeedGaming 6, we have Big Slamu versus Panzer Dave. And on SpeedGaming 4 at 11:30 p.m., we have Cappy JD versus Paratroopa. So it is a very, very full night of Zelda 1 action.
If you like Z1R and you have ADHD, you are in for a treat tonight, because we've got 4 races that'll be going at pretty much the same time on different channels. So buckle up, because these all have implications for the brackets tournament, both in terms of making the brackets as well as for potential seeding among the final 32. So none of these are just for show. These all have implications, and they're all going to be really, really fun races.
All right, and I think Sassage may finally have a microphone. Hi, Sassage.
Hello.
Hey, there we go. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Sorry about that. I had no audio for some reason, but got that straightened out.
Well, we were actually we were joking around. So before the stream, I let Windows update, and it apparently decided to reach into Discord and change all of my preferred settings to things that don't exist.
Yeah, I went through the same thing, and then for some reason, Discord just switched over to some kind of default. And I'm not sure why.
It's all right, but wow, that was one heck of a that was so well routed, I have to say.
I was shaking that whole time. I just kept finding everything I needed, and when I needed it, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. I figured I was so far behind because of that.
Well, I mean, just the fact that there was only one level that was blocked by, there was only one important thing that was blocked by a candle, and that level itself didn't have an item that you actually needed in there at all, and it was only a couple of screens away from 9, so it was like by the time you got the candle and then chose to up an A and start from that bottom corner of the map, it was just like, it was incredibly good luck.
Yeah, I was really worried that the princess was going to be ladder blocked, or, you know, the Triforce when I beat Ganon was going to end up in the moat and I couldn't get it.
Well, I mean, we actually were commenting in chat. Chat was asking how rare a ladderless seed is, or a ladder blocked seed is, and it's like, most runners, if you're going into 9 and you don't have a ladder, you're a little worried. Like, you're gonna be concerned that door is gonna open and she's gonna be in the middle of a Chevy room.
Yeah, it was. I figured that was going to happen, but somehow it didn't.
Yeah, that 8 really worked out well for you. Not only did you find 2 really, really helpful items, one of which was absolutely necessary, but you also got to pull off for the folks watching and in chat. You also got some zombie link in there as well. So, talk about that 8 a little bit. How happy you were with how everything went there.
I figured it was either going to go really well or really bad, especially after spending about 10 minutes in there. But, you know, finding the bow and red ring that early on, it was a lifesaver. So at that point, I just decided, I'm going to try going up through Death Mountain. And then I found 7 in the book.
Yeah, the book was actually really helpful for 5 and then, you know, whatever remaining levels you had left. Unfortunately, when Antlers went into 8, and 7, because the book was in 7, but the path to get to the Triforce in 7 was like, it even took you like 10-ish minutes to kind of find it, I think.
Yeah, it was just in that spot you're probably not going to find unless you have a ton of bombs or you have the map.
But I mean, so it was kind of like, it's always helpful to be able to walk in the door to a level and see exactly what this looks like from the moment you get in there.
Absolutely. It's, you know, with shapes, it makes it difficult sometimes, but it's a lot of fun.
But yeah, so GG, that was incredibly well done. And I'll go ahead and ask, so what are you either looking forward to or dreading for the brackets?
I think it changes once we get to the brackets, but the remove open stairs, that one always gets me because I start forgetting that, you know, you can have that item on the floor.
Yeah, and it can still be a staircase. It's yeah, I've seen that one get a few different people before, so it's always kind of it's like completely 180 to what you're so used to.
Yeah, after you run, you know, hundreds and hundreds of seeds without that, and trying to get used to it real quick is rough.
Well, I mean, it's also, I think, leads to some of the most trolly moments I've seen in some randomizer races, especially if you're deep in a level 8 and the Triforce ends up being in a single push block room that is your item, and the way you know this is that the Triforce is sitting halfway on top of the push block.
Yep.
Because then you have to pick up the Triforce and go all the way back to find out what that item is.
Yeah, either that or it's it's right in the top corner where the stairs appear, and then you can't get by it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, really? Come on, game. Why would you do this? But all right. I guess I'll go ahead and ask any final thoughts or.
Nope, just want to say thank you to everybody putting the stream on. I really appreciate it. Glad we were able to put on a good show. I still can't believe that seed, but yes, thank you to everybody.
It's our pleasure. I want to go ahead and thank Spudasaurus for doing our tracking in the background tonight. And thank you to bbq.gov. That was very pleasant. That was an incredible race to hang out and watch.
It was a lot of fun. Runners put on a great show. Always fun to start with a jet seed, and always fun to work with CD doing these races. So thanks to Spud for doing the tracking and everyone behind the scenes, and thanks to you, CD. Always a pleasure, and really looking forward to the bracket races coming up starting next week.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be an experience. So have a great night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, and stick around because we've got 4 more Z1R randomizer swordless races coming up, as CD told you about. So grab a snack. Our next one starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. So come on back in about an hour, and we'll be here ready for you. Have a great evening, everybody.